moves things out of the way, or he causes situations in our life to change for his greater good. Sometimes we don't always recognize it. I didn't recognize some of the things that God was doing. I didn't recognize Miss Minna. When I first met Miss Minna, it was up in Mother Annabelle's Twyman's setting room, which we call it. Not sitting, but setting room, like a sunset, like a hen set. And Miss Minna was visiting from Clayton, Alabama. She came up in winter time, and she had this nice cashmere coat, string of pearls. No doubt she just going to Miss Leah Floyd's and got her hair done, had that church hat sitting right, cocked to the side, and she had one gold tooth, not like the generation now, one gold tooth there, and she had on some of those 1960s style Jackie Kennedy gloves that came up to the elbow. And she sat across there at that room, and Mother Twyman told me, she said, "Jeffrey, that's Miss Minna. Go give her a hug." I looked at Miss Minna, and I looked up and said, "Oh, that sure is a pretty lady." And I ran across the room and gave Miss Minna a hug. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a nice shiny 50-cent piece. And baby, let me tell you, in the mid-1960s, 50 cents would buy a whole lot of penny candy. Oh, baby, but way after a while, when we got down in Clayton, Alabama, we was round the old stretch of road there between Uncle Als's house and Aunt Susie's, and a stone's throw from that old pecan tree where Tyrone and them had a basketball tapped up there where they played, and about 30 yards to the left was the outhouse. We seen this lady coming down the path. I saw this lady pushing a cart. Old dirty brown dress, big floppy mom's Mabley clown shoes, red scarf tied around her head, and she was pushing this cart, just moving along. And Mother Twyman told me, she said, "Jeffrey, that's Miss Minna. Go give her a hug." And I looked, and I didn't recognize her. And she said, "Jeffrey, come give me a hug." And I looked, and the sun hit her in the face, and you could see the tobacco juice oozing out the corner of her mouth. And I said, I didn't know who that was. And Mother Twyman said, "Go give her a hug. If you don't," I knew I was going to get a whooping, but I didn't know, I didn't recognize her. She said, "Jeffrey, you hurt my feelings." I didn't recognize Miss Minna. Miss Minna didn't have any children. She took a liking to me. She could have paid for all of my college. I don't know, but I never saw Miss Minna again. And I didn't recognize the blessing that God had in this situation. Like, you have situations, we have situations we don't recognize the blessing that God is working out in our lives. With patience and in long suffering, persevere and possess your souls through the unction of the Spirit and the Word of the living God. Got to do it. Got to do it. And so must you.